Hello, someone clicked. Holy crap. Well, I said that the beginning would begin, so let's begin.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome Dung-Eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
All right.
worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly. To Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Stormvale on the cliff, where Grace would guide you, if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are.
All right. All right. Hello, second person. Welcome to the stream. Basically just starting still. Yeah, and they're gone. Whatever. They weren't my friend anyway. Hello. Yeah, feel free to leave some comments. I'll hear them. It's fine. My streams don't really get audiences anyway. Just collecting some shit and some runes for the next little bit. But I don't really have to collect every piece of shit that's on the ground. I think I'm going to use a sword for this guy. Hey, jerk. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay, maybe these guys.
I'm sorry. Still, thank you for steaming regardless of that.
That's fine. I do it because I just enjoy it. The possibility that someone could come in and say hello is worthwhile enough for me. It's nice when someone's actually here, though, because I actually talk, as opposed to, you know, not.
I'm currently playing Elden Ring 2.
Nice. What are you playing?
I'm glad.
Wait. Okay, I forgot that my crit doesn't quite kill this guy as an astrologer. So I need to be a little bit more careful. That got him.
Currently at Staffcaster Witch Words.
Well, that's kind of how it goes. Alright, let's see if I can get a crit on this knight. God damn it!
Lava spells in particular.
Yeah, cool. Lava spells are kind of awkward to use, but good luck. That did not work. Okay. Well, someone liked my message. That's good.
Oh, that guy is a bitch.
Hey, I have his number, it's just... like... I have fought this guy so many times that I can kind of just clown on him, but yeah, he is a jerk, I'll give you that. And this is not the optimal class to fight him as. Whoa, hello. Nice, got him. Okay, other guy should be easy enough. Hey, do a thing. Nope, not that thing. Do another thing. Yeah, that thing. Okay. Alright, we're good. I think I can just do this. Oh, hello. You want to play too? Okay. Okay, let's just go get the other ones too. Why not? Hey, asshole, I got a sword for you, right here. Hey, asshole number 2, got a sword for you too. It's called this sword too.
Lava spells, I do like them for their lingerie effect. And I'm a casual player, I usually default to bleed when a mob or boss gives me too much.
I just tend to get good. Eventually, your rolls will work, and if they work enough, you win. That's kind of how it works. Alright, I think this... Not that I'm going to use any of these weapons, but, you know, might as well get it all emptied out. Use some of this mana that I'm abundanted with. Alright. And that's them. That's all of them, so that means I can just go down here and loot this. And just because that was so funny, I'm gonna go do it again. Do it from here. Why not waste a little bit more time, eh? Is a...
Oh, curiosity foe, which ending are you gonna go for with this playthrough?
I have no idea. I don't really play for the ending. I usually keep it pretty open. Morally, I think the fire one is the right one. It's the only one that makes sense to me, at least. The frenzied flame. But Ronnie's is pretty cool. I think Ronnie's is the most interesting. Gold Masks is, I think it's hopelessly diluted. But, you know, that's kind of how it goes. Isn't there a gold rune here somewhere? I thought one of these had a gold rune next to it. Why am I wasting my time here? I've done this before. Oh well. Maybe they patched it out of the game. Oh, no, that was a death marker. Anyway.
I do like that one too, and hers too. Those are my top 2 favorite endings.
I don't really play for the ending. Because, I mean, that's a far way off, and it requires... I'm not really speed running the game to get to the ending. I more want to explore all of the possibilities that are possible. And going for the endings, I miss out on a lot of that. But as I run out of things to do, I probably will either do Frenzied Flame or Ronnie.
I got you there, and understandable.
Shouldn't be wasting quite so much time killing these guys. Like, these guys are only giving me 64 runes per guy, and that's kind of pathetic, but I just kind of hate these guys and like to see them die. So, yeah, they get to die this one last time. Okay, I think we're alone now. Ooh. Lol.
Don't mind me asking, this on console or PC?
I'm on PS5.
To ask for this. Happen to have an extra Sir Ansbach mask?
No, I'm good. I'm on PS5. I don't need any gear though. Thank you.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh crap. Yeah. I did not realize how fucking wounded I was. So let's start killing things with magic. Nice. I can't even risk in doing a... Oh, the other two. I don't really need to do them, I guess. I really don't want to risk accidentally getting, like, bumped and dying, because how much life do I actually have? 1. 1 life with the least amount of vigor it's possible to have. Cool. I think that's a good... And 4,000 runes. All right. Hit me up, Melina.
Greetings.
Take a chance and roll the dice XD.
I am Melina.
The Glow-Eyed Queen.
I offer you an accord.
Well, actually, I mean, what the fuck even is the
Have you
Glow-Eyed
heard
Queen?
of the Finger Maidens?
Who the fuck knows?
They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the Tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Yeah, sure.
Settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring. Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect. Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me.
Do I need more vigor? I'm currently at the
ambitions,
least it's possible to be.
Principles you would follow.
Intelligence all the way. But where do I go first from here? Oh, well, of course, I go and talk to the girl called what's her name?
This way, Tarnished. May I have a word? A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna.
No, you're not.
I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk, I surmise, is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent. As I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erd Tree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the Two Fingers?
Oh, they already have.
everyone's been grafted. Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me. They fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken. Even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know? If you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid. It's quite a lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormvale Castle? Enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off. Or legs. Or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take this little one along with you? The poor thing deserves someone braver than myself. And the spirits look rather fondly upon you. It'll be glad of your company, I think, the little un. It was a pleasure to see you. Oh, can you pass on a message for me? If you see the little chrysalids in Stormvale Castle, tell them I love them. And that, despite my craven heart, I'm sure I'll be joining their club soon enough. I'm finally getting the hang of this whole pain thing, you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so from here, let's just go back and get the other map so I can do the rest of these. Just run past these guys because I don't really need their shit.
OT. Tupo.
Oi! You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
Could you help us out there, Cully?
What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok. I was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really.
Hey, sorry, was gonna ask, what sort of staffs would you recommend? Aside from the two that consume extra manga.
Cool. Good question.
What a shame.
First of all,
When they threw me out of the cave,
if you
they
have
took
the
everything
meteorite
I owned.
staff, that's
So this is all I
the
have to
base
express my
staff
thanks.
that you want to
I hope you
base
can forgive me.
everything on.
Or
The one that's in Celia
if you
Village.
can afford to wait for a
Not
while,
Celia Village.
I could
The
sneak back
ruined
into
rot
the cave
village
and
that
bring
has
back
the
something
mushroom
of
people
actual
in it.
value. Then I'd be of some
I
real
would,
use to you, I reckon.
for me, because the thing is,
Right.
you finish talking to this guy. You can actually use two staves at one time. That's what I'm planning to do. It depends. If you want to use the magic armament spells, they have to be. You have to have your main hand be your melee weapon. But you don't need to necessarily do that. If you're not worrying about that sort of thing. So it really depends on what weapon you're using and what you're wanting your buttons to be, basically. There's not really a hard set rule. But for staves, ideally you want to, for you, I don't know, is there a lava staff? Like, is there a staff that focuses on lava spells? Because if there is, you'd want that. I thought lava were mostly incantation, but I think you're right. They're staves. So in general, use the meteorite staff, and then once you can get one of the other staves to.
I only have 4 characters that use staffs. Oh, and yes, there is one.
Yeah, so you'll want to use that, but you could use that in your offhand if you want to focus on lava spells. You could use that in your offhand, and then in your main hand, you can have either the green staff that. My favorite 3 staves, at least for the main game, I haven't really. There are a couple of options in the DLC that are cool, but in the main game, there's one that makes.
Staff-wise, I've mainly just been using the staff design as pure fashion.
Yeah, that's probably not the way to go. I think that another question is how much dexterity you want to put into your build, because if you don't want to dump a whole bunch of dexterity into your build, using the green staff that you get in Raya Lucaria, that is really good, because then the soft cap for dexterity is 40 instead of 70. Because the thing with spellcasting is that you actually get more speed from dexterity with spellcasting as opposed to melee, which is really weird. Like, you don't get speed from dexterity with...
Alphanoric staff is a personal favorite of mine.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that one. I tend to jump between the Caria and Royal staff that you get from the Renala Remembrance. The staff that you get from Celia Village, that it just like your spells cost more mana, but you get more spell damage, or the speed staff, depending on what I want to do. And then my plan is usually to hold a staff of the nothing in my offhand, and mostly use like night spells, like invisible spells. That's what I'm intending to do. You can actually get it pretty quickly, and actually I could go once I get. I'm actually in the right side of the map to do such a thing.
I heard about that. I intend to get Dex to 55 and either use the Dex Talisman or the Millicent's Talisman.
Yeah, I mean the Millicent's Talisman. That's a melee fighting thing, so that will be your sword side of your build. You're not going to want to be offhanding a staff anyway if you're going to be focusing on sword. What sword are you planning to use? I tend to use Moonveil on my wizards, but there are a couple of other options that are okay. And I'm sure the DLC introduces a whole crazy amount more. Oh wow, I'm really in the wrong spot. That's crazy. Let's just get the map. Yeah, fuck off there. Whoa, 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 hello. Pick it up. Oop, there we go. Now head back to the north. I don't usually like preempting, well, I guess I don't have to preempt Dee's quest, necessarily. I was planning on it, but my brain really doesn't like preempting the quest lines, like getting ahead of the quest lines, cutting the quest lines off early, even though there's no real reason to worry about it. But if I go to Garank early, I won't have Dee up here to talk to, and it'll just feel weird. But, that being said, do I really care? No. No, I don't. But, that being said again, do I not care enough to do it right? Let's just do it right.
Currently 2 clean wrought knight sword. I have one with crag blade and another with hound step, but I plan on getting Inquisitor spear for the beat.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more variation and possibility in what you do with your melee weapon. You don't have to play with a wizard sword necessarily. You can also craft a wizard sword by using Ashes of War and it's
the albinoric staff at arcane stats.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. You're also an arcane. That's most of those magma spells are arcane. Yeah, I have no inkling on arcane as I always play intelligence wizards. If I'm going to do this, I may as well have a proper sword. So this is one of the first things I usually do with my characters, is just immediately make a beeline for this dungeon. Just so I can get the Uchigatana. I like just...
The lava are tired to faith.
Maybe. I'm not sure. That's all recusant magic and dark evil serpent magics. Uchigatana. Don't even complete the dungeon. I just get the Uchigatana and run out. I'll complete it later. As an astrologer, I can't really use the Uchigatana without investing in some stats.
And from what I was looking up on video, if I pour my stats into faith while using lava staff, it will scale off of faith rather than intellig.
I have no idea. I've tried to play a blood build a couple of times, so I've dabbled a little into that side of arcane. But like arcane spellcasting and faith spellcasting, even like basic fundamentalist spellcasting, like disc throwing. I haven't even really done that yet. I will at some point. Might make a fundamentalist specialized faith spellcaster that uses discuses and the other fundamentalist incantations. Alright.
Oh, Jemite, here is a...
I'll definitely be finding out once I get the spells and decent amount of faith in the stats.
Yeah, and if push comes to shove, you can always just re-roll with Renala. If shit gets whacked, just re-roll. I got basically everything I needed off of that merchant right there. Okay, say your piece, D.
There's no mistake, is there? Death has left its mark once again. Ah, a tarnished, are you? I'm known as D.
Overall, I tend to go for the stats than the two main stats, but one stats that's been consistent in use is arcane.
Yeah, I'm like the opposite.
And worse yet,
I tend to go either... Another build I tend to do a lot is Full Faith Cypher Pada, which is it's the fist weapon that only deals holy damage, and it has really high faith scaling, and it cuts through armor. It's crazy.
The village here has been turned back.
Alright, so now time to put Sacred Blade on this weapon. Make it sacred. And then... Sacred Blade is one of my favorite Ash of Wars. It's super useful. I use it on pretty much all my builds.
Main high stat will be Faith and second highest might be Arcane for the bleed and lowest stat will be...
I also tend to make my endurance a lot higher than...
Also pretty. The weapon you just mentioned.
Sacred Blade? That's the Ash of War. This Ash of War. Dead Mariner. Easy Mariner. It makes your sword all nice and pretty, and it kills undead really fast. If you kill them with the holy weapon, they don't come back.
Another fool who won't listen to reason, eh?
Okay.
But with a prowess for weeding Deathroot. How would you like to earn the strength of beasts? If you're inclined to hunt more of those who live in death and weed their Deathroot, then I'll introduce you to Garank, the beast clergyman. I have a matter of my own to attend to, and the beast himself wishes for someone to take my place. What say you? Very well. Show me your map.
Okay, more cannabis.
I've marked the location for you, of a hidden gateway. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
Okay. I also should mark up the other side of this map.
In my defense, when I had first play and saw D, I fought THR dead ghost guy out of spite.
That's funny. I'm very careful with marking up my...
He said not to fight it.
I'm all about marking up my map like crazy. I use as many of these things as I can. Mostly just to keep reminding myself of where things are. What's where, where's what.
Honestly, Sam's.
Oh, yeah, there's another dungeon up here. Oh, if I'm gonna go there, I should go get the... I gotta go across the bridge again. It's funny. I keep forgetting to finish my words. I have to get the,
Photo, having a good high.
Oh yeah. See this road? This road goes all the way from the very bottom to, it goes all the way to Lindale. Like, you can follow this exact road all the way to Lindale. I think this place would be a pretty cool place to live in, like, 3,000 years before the game. Like, if the game was set 3,000 years in the past, it'd be an awesome place to live. That would be kind of interesting to... I mean... What would it even be like, I wonder?
Wait, really? Hugh, I never noticed that.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can kind of see it on the map, but there's a video that goes over the because it changes as it moves along, so you can whoa, fuck, forgot about that. So you can kind of see the history of the wars between Liurnia and Leyndell in the road, like in the shape of the road and in the like what the tiles look like. There is crazy amount of stuff you can look up on YouTube.
Oh freak, mix it with Elder Scrolls 5 too.
The problem with Elder Scrolls 5 is, like, the lore in Elder Scrolls is... it's even more... It feels weird to say that a game can have lore that is more indigestible than Elden Ring. I just find the human... there's something about the lack of verisimilitude in Skyrim that I honestly don't know if even the people that make Skyrim know the lore for Skyrim. Like, I'm not sure. It's kind of like World of Warcraft almost. Like, do even they, does anybody really know the whole Skyrim lore? I don't think so. Not even Todd, because the thing is, Todd Howard is such a child.
I see what you mean.
Like, if you consider Todd Howard versus Miyazaki as far as their, like, auteur vision, Todd Howard is like a little kid. I don't trust him with anything close to the lore bulk that Skyrim actually has. But, you know, he does keep putting out games, so... Shrug. I guess they're good. I've had some fun. I find role-playing is a little easier in Skyrim sometimes. This game, the role-playing is, like, usually non-existent. I mean, what is this guy really? Like, he's an astrologer. Is he literally an astrologer of the ancient past? I don't know. I don't know who he is. He's just some guy, you know? Although I have had a couple of cool role plays in Elden Ring. I have had a couple. One of my favorite ideas is that the Tarnished is one of the mimic tiers that comes from the underground. Like, the Tarnished is one of those that has been, like, perfected to such a point that it more or less looks identical to a human. Because there's, like, this undercurrent of trying to create the perfect, like, so the Nox, the people who live underground, one of their things in the lore is that they want to create one of their own Elden Lords so that they can usurp the power structure of the Elden Ring. And one of the ways they did that, yeah, artificial life is the main thing, the Albinorics. So, like, you have the old Albinorics that are like those old guys that basically their legs stopped working. So, all of them that are in the game, the thing is, I don't think that they all have bad legs. I think it's just kind of like an artifact of the fact that we only see the worst of them. I think Albinor, and then there's like the second generation Albinorics, which are those big frog-looking ones, and those look like what if you took a baby and grew it up wrong. Like if you took like an embryo and you just grew it up totally incorrectly, fast, too much. So like eventually they perfect it to the mimic tier, where it's like just as you fight them in Nox, in the town. They're like basically humans that have silver skin and like they're mimic tiers basically that look like they're humans. Those are also Albinorics. And the roleplay is that it's just gone one step further, and there's an Albinoric that has attained enough power and enough.
Gen 1 are the ones with the bad legs, and yeah, Gen 2 doesn't seem to have the legs issue.
Yeah, the Gen 2, the second generation Albinorics are like, they're just big babies, basically. Big floppy babies. Weird frog dudes. But the mimic tiers are another kind of Albinoric, and then, yeah. Because one of their ideas is that they want their own Elden Lord, and one of the ways that they did that is they are the ones that first crafted the knives. Those assassin knives, the ones that the Black Knife assassin uses. They're the ones that made those originally, that took the shape of the centipede and turned it into a weapon that they could use against the fingers, so that they could kill the fingers. And that's how you get the finger-killing blade that you give to Ranni, is you go down into the Nox land and take their finger-killing blade and give it to her so that she can kill her finger and detach herself from her destined destiny so that she can chart a new course. What am I going to do now? I think I have that. Let's go get a gold foot. Because if I'm going to do this, I might as well do it right. Dang it.
Legend of Things, a thing I'm fond of is the Scarlet Rot.
Yeah, there's actually quite a bunch of cool Scarlet. As a status effect, it's cool, but the lore as well is quite interesting, especially in the DLC. you find, like, not the, like, our only introduction to rot in the base game is Melania and her blooms that she's using to become a goddess of rot. That What's His Noodle wants to basically happen. But that is only a small facet of what rot actually is. Like, rot is this much more complex thing in the lore. Melania is mostly, like, brain fucked by Mikola, basically. Like, they're, like, we get a sense that it's the rot. Oh yeah, Saint Ramina is the main, what I'm talking about, but, there was actually quite a bit of, cool lore around the main quest that kind of added some new context to everything. Like, you learn that the fingers have basically been fucking abandoned from the beginning of the whole thing. They've basically been, like, but even before the shattering, the fingers were basically blind. Like, the Greater Will had given up on blends between way before the shattering of the Elden Ring. The fingers were just kind of grasping at straws, basically. Getting shit done, trying to, like, build another...
The Golden Order was a lie, pretty much.
Oh, for sure. Well, the Golden Order is, it's like, what if you take the Elden Ring, but you take the destined death out of it, and, stomp out the, inherent beauty of the Omen curse, quote unquote. Everything was kind of fucked up from that. I just got a club. I could go double club, but I don't think that's I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, Golden Order sucks. Radagon sucks. Oh, do you want to see something cool that I doubt you've considered? Not that I don't know who you are, but watch the first few seconds of the intro. It tells you right at the beginning that Radagon and Marika are the same.
Dang, I had thought was Greater Will had left when the shattering happened. It's happened sooner than that. Okay.
Yeah, way earlier. It's the NPC that gives the quest information for it is it's the weird dude that's in the finger shelter place, the finger temple. I haven't actually played it much enough to actually tell you the name of where it is, but yeah, basically, because the mother, you fight the mother of the fingers, like the first finger, the first two fingers.
Mother guy?
Yeah, the finger mother guy, the guy that wants to be the finger mother. Yeah, that guy. I'll just call him Cypher. So I don't even know if I'm really going to play him. Although, actually, Cypher Pata is kind of a fun build because you kind of have to go immediately for it. Like, if you're going Cypher Pata, you kind of have to go fully Cypher Pata. Okay, so, like, the main twist of this game is that Radagon and Marika are the same person, and that they've been lying about that from the very beginning of the entire, like, even before the Golden Order. Before the Golden Order existed, Marika and Radagon were perceived as different people, but from the very beginning, from the point where she was an Empyrean at least, she had this alternative self. that she could utilize, and she did. But that's the main twist of the game. But if you watch the first few seconds of the cutscene, just watch it. There's a spark.
I have beaten the DLC as well as the base game, but when I found out about
There's Marika.
I had assumed Finger Mother guy said they all.
And there's Radagon. Like, right at the very beginning, you kind of have change blindness. You don't even realize that they've swapped the character. In the blackness of the space, it goes from Marika to Radagon in the exact same pose, with the exact same hair, moving in the same way. So your brain just assumes it's the same person. But if you actually look at it and pay attention to what your brain is not seeing, you can clearly see one of them is Marika smashing the Elden Ring, and the other one is Radagon trying to put it back together.
Black knives. Godwyn the Golden.
Anyway, I'm going to let this play out, and I'm going to smoke.
Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring.
But yeah, the Finger Mother has been basically getting a busy signal from the Greater Will. Basically, the Finger Mother is the main antenna that is supposed to be in contact with the Greater Will.
A war from which no lord.
And then the Finger Mother puts out her Finger Mother vibrations into the universe, and the other fingers can detect those, interpret those as the will of the Greater Will, and pass that information down to the Finger Crones and the Finger Maidens.
Without any context of no knowledge, it's a very easy miss that, or if you're just dumb like I.
That's the thing. It's completely a change blindness thing. It is your brain is incapable of seeing it. I also love that they name drop Horalu first, but he's basically not in the game.
Ever brilliant.
Godfrey is, but you only encounter Horalu for half a second, one fight basically, and the main reason why Horalu even is in the intro is to give you a hint of Nephili's if you can make the connection between Nephili and Horalu and Godfrey, you can make this connection where Nephili is in the Golden Order and deserves to become the Lord of Stormvale Castle, and that's how her quest ends. Assuming you don't. Do you know anything about Nephili's quest? I assume you do. It's pretty fucked up. Either she becomes the Queen of Stormvale Castle, or the Lord of Stormvale Castle, or she becomes a sex slave for a weirdo.
And become the Elden Lord.
Alright, Cypher Pata, here we go. First step. Get the fuck out of this place. And I don't know if you noticed, but this is your Finger Maiden.
I had just assumed she was a tribe member of the first Elden Lord's guy.
I think she is. I don't know if she's literally in the golden lineage. She's not one of Marika's children. But she could be Godfrey's great-great-great-great-granddaughter. The fact that she's Hora Low means that she is, or the fact that she's Nephili Low means that she has some connection to Hora Low. But that connection, like Hora Low is such a weird name to drop right in the intro. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed that this is your Finger Maiden. Like, the reason you're maidenless is because she's dead right here. And really, ultimately, the game of Elden Ring is how you get a maidenless nothing burger with no power and no grace at all, with no maiden, all the way over there, and set fire to that with some kind of like, flame from the top of the world.
Her quest line, though I may be guilty of the attempt of THR puppet making. I've yet to do that yet.
I haven't really done it, because it's funny, I actually really like one of the puppets. I really like one of the puppets that he sells you, the jar throwing one. The jar throwing puppet is really good.
Oh, same XD.
It's funny because when I saw him, I was like, holy shit, it's a fucking Let Me Solo Her. Awesome. And then I summoned him and he started throwing jars constantly. I was like, oh shit, this is even cooler. But yeah, I usually give the Nephili poison to Gideon, because fuck that weirdo. Okay.
Don't worry, Torrent.
Let's see how quickly I can get
Fortune
into
is
this
on his side.
Cypher Pada build.
We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
This character actually does have a role play that is...
Tangent though about RPS. So
yeah.
far most of the characters I've made I've given background stories, not full thought out but some stuff to M.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually fun to have something. And most of the time I have at least a kernel of an idea. This is, for instance, this is a golden mimic tier. This is a golden mimic tier, this guy. He doesn't talk, and it's a golden mimic tier. And that's basically, I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. He's the same, sort of the same thing I was talking about before, where he's a plan of somebody to sneak in an Elden Lord when they shouldn't. But, as for whose plan or why, I don't really know.
Oh yeah.
He's one of the Nox's plans, but in this case he's gold and uses faith as his primary stat, and it's so much his primary stat that my stats will look kind of funny in the very beginning, because for Cypher Pada you need 30 faith. And I won't have anything really using faith until I get the Cypher Pada. which requires that I go to the Round Table Hold. But prior to going to the Round Table Hold, I want to get as much faith as possible, so that when I get to the Round Table Hold, I'm able to use the Cipher Pata immediately. And until then, I basically just use this club. Although I might go and get the Morning Star, because that can also be used by a level 1 wretch with no strength or dex, and it also causes bleeding. It's basically the only bleed weapon that you don't have to put dex into at this point. Or one of the only ones that you can find in a chest. Haha. Oh, I love clowning on these guys. What do you got for me? No? Okay. Ooh. They like clowning on me too, got it. Simple pleasures in life.
I have one character who is a dragon in human form who had caught feeling for Vike, and I have the intent to go foe.
Nice.
Back his love interest.
Mm-hmm. I usually leave some messages around just so that I get occasional level ups, but I'm just going to move forward. I want to try and get that Cipher Pata equipped as fast as possible, basically. I must have missed an enemy, because I have a little bit less experience than I should. I'm not even going to talk to this guy. I don't think you need to. To get everything. I think that he will do his thing whether or not you talk to him. I just usually do, because I'm a completionist that way.
And another character who was a noble that became a nihilist and wanted to make the world burn.
Mm-hmm. I have another one. I have my prison. One of my prisoners is a Lucarian. Is a Lucarian noble, but a male, and just kind of like discarded. Because the thing with Lucaria, and actually most of the this world, is that it's matriarchal. Like, there's a queen, and there are queens, and there's a, like, crown princess, and there's a, there's a whole bunch of, like, it's very girl-oriented. So, perhaps a Lucarian noble.
I'm pretty proud of his outfit I put together for him. I'll send picture screenshot in Discord DMs.
Sure, you could also just reply to my message because I posted the link in the Discord, and I will see that as well. But you can also DM me, I don't mind. Alright.
KK.
around the Discord, we called that drip. I actually have the. I like the naked gold drip personally. That's my that's me. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Just watch that, so fuck it.
They sir, but you
Fuck it.
So I can't deny that XD.
Then it summon me. Ah, I bequeath.
Alright.
Use it. It will summon a torrent. Has treat him.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, oh yeah, I gotta at least go get this.
This way, tarnished. May I have a apply on the whip? I don't tend to call the talk nor just call for. I wasn't sure the spirit now it is the forgive, I doubt we. How long will it forgive mine?
Okay. Then. That's funny. You can see your death over here from when you're fighting the Scion. I didn't notice that before. Why? I was like, where did I die over here? And it's like, oh yeah, jumping off the, fighting the grafted Scion. Alright, time to go get the
death of the what?
When you fight the grafted Scion at the very beginning of the game, and you basically have to die. You can see that death on the map. Like, as a death, I could, if I could go, like, if right now I could teleport up to the, it's not, oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it there. You spawn in this building, you walk across that bridge, you fight this Scion here. And that's the death there. So if I could get back there and fight that thing now, I could get my 0 runes back. Okay, that's right, let's go working on Cypher Powder. Gotta keep reminding myself. No. 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 No.
Pug, which channel was your Steam link in? I forgot which.
I put it in video links and in the thing. You can also find me. I put it in the video share and the Elden Ring chat. Whoa. No. Dead, dead, dead. Alright, let's take a look at this. Isn't that drip just Gemini's drip? Feels like I think that's just Gemini. It's a good look. Alright, where did my guess go? Where? Someone kicked my dog and now my dog needs operation. psychopath as quick as possible, but well, it's shitty. That was actually pretty funny. Oh, I don't want to use this 1,200 runes that I'm bouncing, so let's stop fighting this thing. It's a bad way to use runes. Being able to fight one of these things. Pretty much the most elementary task in this whole game. Oh yeah, dual hand. Duh. I'm not getting my hand. How did I forget? Okay. Man has reestablished. Ooh, that one. My room.
Ellie.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator.
Oh, I should have jumped. Oh. For his sake.
Mostly out of curiosity, which type of magic is your personal favorite of the two, sorceries or incantations?
Sorceries. Well, I use sorceries. I like that you can basically just um, use whatever sorceries you want. You don't have to like specialize necessarily. There's a lot more range in any particular mage build. There's a lot more range, but there are a lot more diversity of builds for faith builds. So there's a lot more interesting things that you can do, but anything that you're going to do with faith, you kind of need to specialize into. Whereas with magic, with sorceries, you can be a little bit more generalist, and the spells are a little bit more straightforward. Like literally, like straightforward.
Oh.
But I don't think like I don't think power wise there's much difference between them in terms of like how strong you can get. Like you can get, I mean, maybe with a Comet Azul and a bunch of crazy shit, you might encounter some like insane possibilities with sorcery that you can't quite get with incantations, because Comet Azul is kind of its own thing. But in general, like, there's a lot more interesting things you can do on the whole with incantations. At least in concept, in like as just like a base. There's nuance to it, of course. There are specializations in sorceries, and your build will always be better if you are paying attention to those. Oh shit! No, no, no! That's a bad catch. Hopefully. No. I caught the bug! It's a virus! Did I buy the neutralizing boluses with this build? I don't think I did. That was with the other character. God damn it. So, let's just see if I can do this with just Estus flasks. Not that I even really need to get this, but, why not? Nope. I don't think it's worth even going back for that. I'm not going to be able to get out of there with it if I do. Call that 2600. I should have spent it before I went in there, basically. But oh well. Was a bit of a shame to lose that 20%, but that's fine. So we're out.
Favor incantations cause of the variety of colors the magic turn to be. Favorite incantation of mine is Swarm of Flies, Scarlet Ionia.
You can use Swarm of Flies, or even a Fly Pot, to basically berserk a pumpkin head. You like use bugs on them, they only smash their head against the ground. They don't move around or try to fight you.
Glintstone Nail, Ambush Shard, Ranni's Dark Moon and Fia's Mist.
Oh, that's the moment of truth.
Frozen Lighting Spear for another incantation.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see, it's about 90,000, I think. 70,000? Ha! 100,000, even better.
Forgive me. To determine if you had the it seems torrent, whereas I may there is, but I can take gathering. Very well. Let my hand rest upon.
I go from level 1 all the way to level 35. I buy a finger seal. All right, and then
Oh, welcome to I teach and explore so that one ensure
yep,
order right away. You do. Most tarnished of you are something well.
Heal and rejection.
May the golden order shine through.
Memorize both of those. And then fucking kill yourself. And also get your item. This is the moment of truth. This is where you get the cipher
pata. You don't like him, lol.
Nah. Okay, equipment, cipher pata. I am gonna get killed by this guy though. But now I have my weapon, so. Yep.
Gold stick.
They're floating words. And with this character, I allow myself to use any weapons that have that same form. There's also another sword that kind of has that. And a couple other things. Okay, so now that I actually have my weapon, what do I do with it? Oh, I didn't actually go talk to Rodrika yet, so I should do that. I could just go try to kill Margaret with just faith. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Let's see if I can just go kill Margaret.
Everyone who
I will upgrade my weapon to.
You're all on your own heading to Storm.
Before I go fight Margaret, I will go fight.
Oh, I know. Can you take the poor family?
I know what I'm
It'll
gonna
be
do.
glad.
Yeah. Okay, that. Then. killing Margaret with 10 vigor is always fun. That's always a fun thing to do. Technically, I could raise something besides faith now. And it probably should be bigger.
For lava spells, what stat would you recommend? I have lava staff that will scale my spell damage based off faith and I'll have a bleed.
Well then you want that, basically, faith and,
Sword with Crage Blade Ash of War.
Yeah. I mean, that's all gonna work with, as long as you fill your stats with the, you want at least 40, any build wants at least 40 vigor, at least, 30 or so endurance, and, then it wants like 60 usually of its main damage. It's usually what it goes for, unless you're going strength, and then you usually go full, because you can overcap with strength in a way that you can't with the other stats. Okay, so another flask. Now, go talk to Kale.
And I can also see that you're
Tell
not
him about the howling.
I am Kale. The howl, I suppose he... I know. Next time you don't, I just have an ink.
Sell my runes. Purchase. Crafting kit. And his pots.
Goodbye.
Return to the woods and do the snap.
Thank you for the advice.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's just, I don't know much about lava specifically. Learning lava is more going to be about learning how the different spells work, and when best to use them and where best to use them. Positioning and movement is going to be very important for that build, just because magma spells are I mean, I don't like them because they're kind of slow and weird. But if you use them and you get good with them, and you know how to put those lava blobs and lava shots where they need to go, then of course it will work just fine. There's also a really funny build that uses the bubble, the big giant bubble spell. Oracular bubble, I think it's called. Turn to the fort.
HMM, Cantalaman's suggestions? There is a lava talisman that increases lava spells and ashes of war.
Well, then you're definitely going to want to use that if you're focusing on lava. That's kind of a no-brainer. But other than that, go for maybe potency, sorcery potency. It is weird that it's a faith-based sorcery build. That is interesting. There is also, if you do the DLC and kill the Queen of the Fingers, the Mother of the Fingers.
Bubble spells are fun. I have a character that I have used the bubble spells.
If you beat the Finger Maiden, the Mother of Fingers, and you get her remembrance, one of the items you can get from it is a staff that will channel both sorceries and incantations. If you're going a faith-based sorcery build, I would definitely consider going in that direction. Using that staff when you can. I mean, it's kind of deep into the game, but you can use the staff that increases your lava spells on your offhand, and your main hand can be that Mother of Fingers staff, and then fucking you can cast anything through that.
Carly sent you, did he? The name's Blood. He fled somewhere. Come tell me if I can offer you.
Okay.
Darrowell is in need of...
Okay. Go kill Darrowell now. But if you're not going to use the green staff, I would definitely use the Radagon's thing that increases the speed that you cast at. Because until you get... You're going to need at least 55... You're going to need that 55 dexterity that you want on top of that Radagon's thing to get your fast...
I still have this just starting out, made him just recently and I have him currently at 57.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get Darrowell killed. I'll let Blythe go in first. Come on, Blythe.
Darrowell. Nothing in a cell is no true justice.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
This is where it ends for you.
Yeah. All right. Now I get the... I did this for the... I didn't do it for the weapon. I did it for the weapon stone. Because he gives a weapon stone. Yep.
Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not.
Okay. Okay, cool. And...
Oh, yes. If you venture north to Rea Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon.
All right. Now, I think I go up to Rea Lucaria I mean, unless I want to go fight Margit right now. I think I go up to Raya Lucaria. But first, I'm going to level up my faith some more. Because you gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. Shut the fuck up. Okay, let's go. Right.
Do it. Fight the Omen Man XD.
I could with a. I mean, I need to. I'm going to be fighting him with no armor, no shackle, no. Basically no weapon upgrade. No endurance. 45. 45.
You're a new face, no matter how loud you're up.
+2 weapon. And, I mean, if I'm already so low health anyway,
Greetings. I am circumstance.
Why not?
Champion. Perhaps you might doing so well. And you, do you think it vulgar where I come? Ah, my thanks, great champion. You are very warm.
Oh, another curious question. What is your favorite weapon? Mine's is the Reduvia dagger.
I think mine is actually this one. The one I'm using right now. Okay. Am I even...
Sipper Pada? Ooh.
Yeah. I haven't really got to play much with the DLC weapons yet, because most of my games don't get there, because I have a tendency to do what I did and just start over from the very beginning. So the odds of actually getting to a... the question is, do I go kill... Oh, let's go try it. Let's go try it. What's the worst that'll happen? I'll try it a few times. Wow, that was not a great omen. Oh, that sucked. Wait, Stake America is... Weird. Okay.
Goddamn cock block there.
Yeah, for real. I'm usually pretty good at avoiding those ballista shots, but he got me dead to rights there. Foul tarnished, in search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of ambition. Someone needs to extinguish your flame. Let it be Margit the Fell. Yeah, really. He also knocked me off the horse and knocked me down, and I was completely locked up for the finishing move. Alright, I'm gonna go with... I think I'm gonna go with Faith Knot, and I'm just basically gonna have a damage... oh, I also have a seal that I can use as my, so I can actually cast the spells. Okay, wow, okay. Now the question is, do I summon Rajiera or a person? Nah. Foul tarnished.
In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
My brain is yeah, that wasn't that wasn't even an attempt. Sorry. Forgot to mute myself and I was way too doped up for that.
This one YouTube animation of Elden Ring, named of YouTuber called Matthew Shesman.
No, I'm not sure.
Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. That's just my being stoned. Whoa.
These foolish ambitions to
I did get my runes, so I'm good. I did get my runes. I just took a toke at the exact wrong time. Yep.
I'll send video and okay relief.
Ha! Ha! I actually jumped over his tail. I don't think I've ever done that before. Oh, wow, that sucked.
these foolish ambitions to rest.
Nice XD.
Yeah, I've just started to, because the thing is, jumping is a very good defensive move that is really hard to actually like know when the right time to do it is. Have never got yeah, I jumped over his tail. Okay, let's summon this. Maybe get some help. Nope. Holy shoot. How does that do so little damage? That is no good. Okay. Phase 2.
I've noticed that. Something about the lower HSLF of the body being immune to damage unless it's the upper body or an overhead attack.
You mean the jump thing? Yeah. If you jump, your legs basically disappear as far as hitbox is concerned. So you can get a lot of good defensive movement off of it. But it's really tricky to know when to do it. I also forgot to use my Batican's Blessing, so that is...
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Yeah. Oh, so close. I want to eat dinner. Come on. Do I go up another? I mean, I think if I shift my flasks around, I'll be able to just, because the unblockable attack actually does a lot of damage against him. So let's just adjust those to that. Nice, I got him.
Veins. Tarnished.
Yep, there you go, buddy. Okay. This should be fine. That was crazy, that. Come on. There we go. Got him. Okay, cool. Smoldering with thy meager flame, thou wert in fear of the night.
You got this, dude. A nice.
Brook thee no quarter.
Alright. Level up. And I'm going to take a break for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping me company. It's one level up for now. That's fine. Oh, actually, I should close out of it properly because it gets cranky if I don't. Later. Have a good evening.